Hello, and welcome back to part 2 of Danganronpa Antebellum. So, we're going to be starting chapter 1 today. This here that I have downloaded is chapter 1 daily life, so I'm assuming it's up until the victim. We'll see how much it is. Yeah, let's just get right into it. I'm very excited. I really enjoy this a lot so far. Finders, keepers, losers, reapers. Ooh. Interesting.
I've never been good at facing the truth. That's just the reality of some things. I struggle seeing myself worthy of an ultimate title. I feel like I'm tricking everyone, scamming everyone, like I don't deserve it. I struggle with the truth that some people are just born into a more privileged situation than others. I struggle with the fact that I will never understand my sister.
Hmm.
I struggle with the fact that I'm actually a criminal.
Ooh. Oh yeah. So it was revealed last time in the prologue that every one of them, except for one, has committed a crime before, which is so fascinating to me, especially since we know now that the protagonist, whose name I forget already, Shinku, um, he is one of the ones who committed a crime. So that's interesting, and it seems like they all lost their memories while they were in their trial. It seemed like him at least, but I feel like a couple other ones said as well that they also don't remember right after the trial. I could be wrong though. I could be mistaking it, but yeah, so every single one of them has committed a crime except for one of them.
And now, I'm struggling with the fact that I'm in a killing game.
Yep. Yeah, Shinku. Okay. I'd locked myself in my room since yesterday. I hadn't even had time to check the rules of this killing game. I opened up my monopad, finally reading through them. Rule number 1. No cat puns of any sort. I can't. Rule 2. If you wish to escape the lab, you must murder one of your fellow patients and get away with it in a class trial. Rule 3. Once a murder occurs in an investigation, what? Once a murder occurs, an investigation shall occur. A short time after that, a class trial will commence. Participation in these trials is required. Rule 4. If the correct blackened is chosen in a class trial, only the blackened will be executed, and the rest of you shall continue your treatment. Rule 5. If the incorrect blackened is chosen in a class trial, all other patients shall be disposed of, and the blackened may escape. Rule 6. In the case of multiple blackens in quick succession, only the first blackened will be executed. Ooh, wait. That's interesting. I feel like that's going to come up because in the case of there being two blackens, which we've only ever seen happen in Danganronpa Another, um, the one who murdered first would be executed. So even if they went to trial and they discovered, yeah, there's two different murders, two different killers, only the one who did it first will be executed, and the one who didn't will just get away with it. Will they be able to leave? That's interesting. That kind of screams chapter 3 to me. Could be wrong, but it seems like a chapter 3 thing. Rule 7. Failure to vote in trial will lead to serious injuries. Rule 8. You may not dig up the grave in the garden under any circumstances. Huh? Who would... excuse me? Rule number 9. Attacking your doctor shall lead to your crime being instantly revealed and immense punishment. Though, at the end of the prologue, Mononeko, he did reveal 3 of the crimes. So he revealed Ismene, Mint. Was that his name? Mint? I keep wanting to call him Basil. I don't know why. Mint, Ismene, and there was a third one. I forgot who it was. I can't remember. Which they already revealed a few of them already. I said already twice. Why are there so many rules? Okay, rule 10. A body discovery announcement will occur after 3 people have seen the body. Rule 11. You will only get 1 monopad. If a patient damages their monopad, then the food supply will be cut off for a day. That's gonna come up. Rule 12. Robbing from the mono shop shall result in your crime being instantly revealed. But then again, the ones who have already been revealed, what would they care? Right? Rule 13. You are strictly prohibited from smashing any of the test tubes from leftover experiments in the laboratory. That's oddly specific. Rule 14. Rules can be added as Mononeko wishes. I put down my monopad and let out a hefty sigh, mumbling some of the rules under my breath in a vague attempt to remember them more closely so I didn't accidentally break them. However, my train of thought was broken by a knock on the door. Who is it?
It's God, finally here to rip your hollow soul from your worn down body. Congratulations, you've finished life. You can now play as Luigi. Just open the door, dude.
You see, this is why we should have gone with the Prince Charming idea. Who wouldn't open the door to someone who promises to creepily kiss you while you're unconscious?
I mean, it is kind of creepy if you think about it a little bit. Hesitantly, I stumbled to my feet, walking over to the door and opening it up to see Rei Higashi and Lyra Chattel. Oh, morning. Do you need something? You need to come with us. It's very serious. You need to get there immediately, or else there'll be serious consequences. What? Is everything okay? Are they joking? It's just, we were sent here. Actually, I wasn't sent here. Dracul told me to go with Lyra to make sure she didn't get, murdered. No, you were sent with me because someone needed to babysit you. I could perfectly handle myself. Miss Chattel, my, am I a burden to you? Can someone please tell me what's going on? Oh, right. Yep. We've come to take you to breakfast. And thus the dramatics for breakfast. I mean, yeah. The first time we met them, they were doing an improv scene. What do we expect? Aye, you got it. I let out a heavy sigh. But, yeah, we're all meeting in the dining hall for breakfast and to, discuss what we're gonna do about this whole thing. The herbalist made everyone breakfast with a fraudulent encyclopedia boy who probably doesn't legitimately deserve his tail. Ow! The debatist elbowed Ray's side, cutting him off with a smirk. It's a sorry breakfast, basically. Oh, yeah, the other one whose crime was revealed was the one with the pink hair, the little guy. He's short, he's got the glasses. But in comparison to the other two who had murdered, well, one murdered somebody, one was, disposing of bodies, and the other one just was like a cheater or something. Big difference between the two, if you ask me, but okay. You have no choice if you're attending or not. We're just taking you. Yep. I looked around. Fine, I'll come. It's probably safer there. Mr. Katsuki, I already informed you that you do not have a choice in the matter, even if you have the illusion that you do. Aye, enough nerd speak, let's get going. After a long and talkative walk, we stepped into the hall and everyone was gathered. Well, everyone aside from Ismene, who I arguably wanted to talk to most after what was revealed.
Oh, look! Ray and Lyra! Have come back with Shinku. How delightful!
Look at Dracul over there. He's just like, hey. I like Dracul, to be honest. He's like a... I like him. I don't want him to die. Oh no. Oh no. It's dangerous for me to pick a favorite character because they always die.
Do sample some of these delectable lavender muffins Mint Sweetheart's made. Perhaps I can feed them to you, Shinku.
Ew, no. Please don't.
Huh? Oh, Shinku! Everyone, give a warm welcome to our favorite warrior.
The man proclaimed, standing up and approaching me, patting my back heftily.
I did not particularly enjoy being an escort. However, it was more pleasant than I had anticipated.
What are those pictures in the background? Do you see that? What is that? It looks like their deaths, their executions, or their body discoveries. I see Shinku is there. The one on the right, I think, is that girl with the white hair, whose name I forgot. And then this girl right in front of us? I can't really tell, but what? Huh? Do you see that? Is it just me?
Sorry for making you and dear Lyrian go off to collect our warrior.
And who is that picture of that random girl over there? Who's that? Why do they have pictures of our body discoveries? I don't understand.
It's Lyra, not Lyrene.
Really? I heard our Makasami call you Lyrian earlier.
Yeah, and I heard Alora talk about how water was too flavorsome for her. So I don't think her opinion is very valid, thank you very much.
Wait, no, that girl is not this girl with the two-toned hair. It's the girl who thinks she's Sailor Moon. Sorry, I can't stop looking at those pictures, and I'm like, I don't know.
Come on! Stop debating the flavors of water and start trying these muffins!
Now, let's not devote all our attention to muffins. We have other matters to discuss.
I would much rather be indulging in nutrition bars. These muffins have far too many unnecessary carbohydrates and too little nutrients to be useful sustenance.
Forgive me for invading, but perhaps we should discuss the fact that we're in a killing game?
Or perhaps we should discuss the vital plot point that Mint conceals evidence in the dirt and committed tax fraud!
Hey! Shut the fuck up, Sailor Moon fetish doll. The insurance system is flawed anyway. He was doing it to help his sister? What about that can't you understand?
Oh my god, she actually called her.
Emilia?
The guy seemed slightly baffled at who seemed to exclusively harass him was now suddenly defending him.
All right. Come on. Most of us have committed some sort of crime, but I'm sure most of us are trying to work past it. Hey, Kota, I still think you're smart.
I'm a fraud. He doesn't appear to be doing so hot.
Hey, I forgive you all. I'm sure Mononeko is lying anyway. Come on. Let's just eat the muffins.
For sure, this girl's gonna kill somebody. For sure. I'm convinced. I second that notion. I cannot believe I somehow ended up amongst people like, well, you all.
Hey, no bullying. Got it, tool man?
I carefully sat down, taking a muffin, observing the current conversation with a bit of interest as something interrupted our morning. Everyone's gaze locked onto the individual who just walked in. Ismene.
Good morning.
I mean, she has killed somebody. So I don't I don't blame them for reacting this way. Then again, I don't think that Ismene is going to end up being a culprit. She might end up dying, being a victim, but I don't think she's going to be a culprit. That would be too obvious, I think. Especially since she was established as a murderer from the beginning. This girl's like crying.
Good morning, murderer.
Okay. A little rude, but okay. Laura, you can't just say that. I mean, she is just pointing out the obvious, isn't she? Do you want me to point out the obvious and say that your outfit looks like it's from some gay fetish lingerie store, Ray? No. So shut up. Oh my god, she's savage.
Ah, is that the ultimate cultist I see before me? Because no way in hell that's a mythologist.
Everyone, let's give Ismene a warm welcome. Good morning. No.
Are we actually gonna pretend that nothing is wrong here? I'm sorry, she literally killed someone? Her teacher, nonetheless. Good morning, Ismene. How are you doing this morning? Hey, are you doing okay?
I should leave.
Oh, you should.
No, she could stay.
Eh?
I want to hear why she did it. The debatist spoke with a strangely interested expression. It was a little alarming. Yeah, she's pulling a Kanade face right now. Ugh. This girl.
Does it really matter why she did it? A crime is a crime, regardless of the motive, and thus she should be punished for it in the name of the moon.
Sorry. And in the name of the moon, I shall punish you. I'm sorry, I'll stop. No, I won't.
I thought the standard issue was sleeping with your professor to get a good grade, not your professor sleeping with the fishes.
I'm leaving. Wait, hold on. Oh, a dramatic exit? Oh my. Our ratings would be soaring by now. Good riddance. And with that, Ismene left without a second thought. I just looked at the door in complete and utter bewilderment, a little shocked at the treatment the others gave her. So I have a feeling, I'm gonna guess, either she's gonna end up dead, Ismene, or someone else is gonna end up dead and everyone's going to blame Ismene for it and we're gonna have to prove it wasn't her. One of those two things is gonna happen. I went to look at Dracul, but he had already gone after her. There goes Dracul to be her next victim, she snorted, rolling her eyes. Guys.
Indeedio, wandering off like a fool. I can't wait for this episode's dramatic climax.
Seriously, guys. Do you think she only killed her teacher? Oh, goodness. What if she also sacrificed small animals? Cut it out!
Huh? Is everything okay, Shishi?
Stop acting like there's not at least one other murderer among us. You guys know we're all criminals.
Aside from one.
That's besides the point. The probability of one of us committing a worse crime is way higher. Shame on you for just blindingly attacking her without listening to her motivations. Who's Kiyoshi? Which one's Kiyoshi again? What voice do I do? I'm gonna just do a regular dude voice, okay? Is Kiyoshi the sculptor? What happened to you? You into killer girls who will peg you or something, Kutsuki? Oh god. I can't even say his name because I can't say that sentence with a straight face. Oh my god. What? He let out a stifled chuckle. Listen to him, speaking about motivations and morals. All those years writing complex stories and characters must have done a number on his brain. What do you mean?
Let me set it straight for you. Not everyone has a reason. Some people are just terrible people.
And you're creepy, so with your weird, I don't even know. Your weird improv. Is he not wrong? Wow, these muffins sure are tasty.
Nope, you're not changing the subject. We're staying on this. Why'd you do it, stupid sheep? Go on. Spit it out.
I want to go home.
Oh, Jesus Christ. He can't even put on his big boy pants and lie.
All right. Come on now. Kotaro and Mint worked real hard on these muffins. Let's thank our buddies and eat the food. What if they're poisoned?
That would mean Kitaro would actually have to be smart enough to poison them.
That's it. I muttered, standing up and straight up leaving, going into the hallway after Jakul and his Mene. I rarely put my foot down, but for some reason, it felt necessary to leave in that situation. I saw his Mene standing there, leaning against the wall, Jakul standing opposite to her. Well, did you come out here to mock me too? Or are you too much of a coward to say how you really feel? Is he? No, it's really not that. I think that the others in the food court, that was unfair, right? Of course it was. They didn't even give you a moment to speak. They just kept attacking and... Oh well. If they were in the same situation as I was, I bet they wouldn't have the guts to do what I did. It's not about guts, Izzy. You seem strangely proud of your crime. I suppose I am. What about it? Look, Ismene, I'm trying to see the best in this. I'm trying to justify your actions in my head. I'm trying to see the best in you. But it's kind of hard when you seem so proud of it. You know, maybe that guy was like, I don't know, I'm not justifying murder, okay? Murder is never the answer. But like, maybe, you know, it was really bad and she had no other choice. Hey, you know, you can talk about it if you want. We'll hear you out, right, Shinku? My breath hitched. I looked at Jakul. Sometimes I thought he was too forgiving and kind-hearted for his own good. Sure. Fine. But tell a soul and you two will become my second sacrifice. Your secret is safe with us! When I was a little girl, a very little girl, I was enrolled in a private academy, isolated from most other students, with more private tutors than you could even conceive. My education was handcrafted and selected to give me the best possible setup for success compared to you mortals. But that put more and more pressure on me to do better and better. If I got a grade lower than perfect, then that was it. It was awful. I nearly wrecked my life, dedicating every living, breathing moment to studying. And if I wasn't studying, then I was coping. I was talking with Dionysus. He was my only friend. Dionysus is it's the god of what? I don't remember. Is it like alcohol? Party? Like there's some kind of there's a story for him that I knew at one point, but I forget now. Dionysus, the god of wine? How did you... well, it's a little embarrassing. But he comes to possess me when I drink his gifts. It's why I keep a chest full of wine under my bed, no matter where I am. But that's off topic. I remember it so clearly. It was after class on a Thursday afternoon. I was told to meet my teacher after class. I was around 16. He was one of those fresh professors, early 30s, someone who constantly tried to be rather friendly with his students. Yes, I remember what he said. Ew. Ugh. That's like, ugh. Gross. Gross. Someone in your 30s going up to a 16-year-old? That is a child. What's wrong with you? I can't. Some people, just disgusting.
You wanted to see me, sir?
Ew.
Ah, yes. Dearest Meanie, your last test. I wanted to talk about it.
Ew, he's so creepy. Listen to that voice. Ugh. But I guess her name is Ismini? I'm gonna call her Ismene. Ew. Like, just ew.
Huh? Is there an issue with it?
Hmm? Oh, yes, very good writing. You're so clever and beautiful, Asmini. You're such a good student. Such a good girl.
Ew. That sent a what? That sent a shiver down my back. That was horrible. Ew. Disgusting. What is wrong with you? That is a child.
What's the issue then? May I ask?
Well, it's an essay, and you know, those things are sort of subjective when marking. Ah, it would be a shame if I marked it with a bad grade.
Disgusting. I'm disgusted.
No, please don't. My parents will kill me. Please, sir, please don't. I can redo it. Rewrite it. What's wrong with it?
Nothing at all. I think the issue here could be resolved rather quietly if you perhaps paid me a visit at my apartment tonight.
Ew. Gross. Why? Ew. I'm sorry, but disgusting.
I think we could talk it over, and if you behave nicely, I could mark your test up.
Good. She should have killed him. He's disgusting.
No.
Let's stop playing, my dear. What else were you expecting when you wear that adorable little uniform?
Ew.
God, Ismini, you're killing me here. You're just so irresistible. I can't keep my hands off you.
It's also the voice. The voice so it's so creepy. Ugh. And he's like, "Oh, it's your fault because you wear those clothes that tempt me so much." Ugh. Disgusting.
I was panicked, nervous, restless. I didn't know what to do. So I went home and just laid there, trying to figure out what to do. So I sent him a text. I told him to meet me in the woods, and then I did it. I did what needed to be done. He was my first and only sacrifice to date.
I don't expect you to forgive me, but I don't expect myself to feel bad about what I did. Smene. He didn't say another word. Before any of us could process what was going on, he looked straight at Ismene and embraced her in a tight hug. Oh, Dracul, you are too pure for this world. Too precious. Oh no. I think he might be one of my favorites. Like, he's just a precious. Cool. Get off of me, mortal. Shh. Hey, it's okay. We're all here for you, all right? Just don't do it again. You're so much more than just grades, and I ain't let you go until you realize that. I hate you an immeasurable amount, she says as she blushes. I hitched my breath, looking away for a moment before closing my eyes and just joining the hug. Okay. Shinku, you are literally just the third wheel. You're the third wheel. Group attack. We're not letting you go until you lower your defenses and open your heart. Yeah. You won't be able to resist our empathy for too long. We're going to stay here until your self-worth stat rises. And then, we'll take on any professor that ever dares to take advantage of our guildmate ever again. You guys are the worst. What's that? I can't hear you over all this acceptance and friendship. Did you hear anything, Shinku? Huh? Oh, no. I just heard someone who's worthy of a nice life and more guidance and probably therapy. Is this how you do it? How does Dracul do this so naturally? Fine. Thanks, I guess. Now, can you mortals please stop hugging me? We both finally pulled away. Ismene, I know I can sound silly sometimes, and I know I can be annoying in my attempts to make you smile, but I'm always here for you. Same applies with you, Shinku. I'm here for you whenever you need. I'm not great at advice and all that, but I can always lend an ear. I'm pretty good at listening. Thanks for hearing me out, I suppose. It was a nice change of pace from the food court. I believe that due to my crime, the others will probably see me as a target. I'll be in my room. Knock 17 times if you need me. That way I know it's you. Goodbye, mortals. She turned away, her Mary Janes clicking down the hall as she left to her room. Did we do the right thing, forgiving her? He let out a heavy sigh. I think everyone deserves a chance to be forgiven. You're really kind, you know that? Right, Jakul? You're always looking for the best in people. I'm so congested. It's so annoying. I'm sorry. Because every time I start to feel better, oh, there you go. You're sick again. It won't stop. You can call me Drac if you like. I think we're close enough to give each other's nicknames, Shin. Shin, huh? I don't know why, but that makes me smile. Well, Drac, that's really nice. Hey, remember that thing you told me when you met Mint and Amelia? Are you feeling, better about all that? I know it's important to give people that support. Because if you don't get that kind of support, you can kind of feel real alone. I've seen what it can do to people. So it's why I try my best to keep everyone happy. Or at least make them feel safe. I feel safe around you. Aww. Dracul's gonna die. That's actually really nice to hear. I guess it's been nice lately. Because it's like, with you, it's like I finally also have that support in my life. Like I'm not constantly looking out for others when no one is looking out for me. Hey, I'll always be here if you need me. Once again, I'm a very good listener. We were interrupted by seeing everyone slowly leaving the food court, going their separate ways. We should probably go hang out with others, right? It's not good to just stay in one bubble. I'll see you around, Shin. And hey, if you can't find anyone to hang out with, I'll be by Izzy's room. I nodded, waving him off as I went to my own room. Are we getting free time? It seemed like I had some time to myself. Maybe I should try hanging out with someone. Free time start. Ooh. So they're all going to be in English, right? This was created by an English-speaking dev, right? So I could hang out with him. Who do I want to hang out with? I don't know. I don't know genuinely. I kind of want to go with Dracul, but I'm a bit curious about how do I go faster? Jeez. What's happening? Oh, I was like... I don't want to hang out with him. see. Maybe we can go in here? Nobody's in there. But as I was saying, like, the free times should be in English, right? Like, there's no worry about something not being translated. At least, like, within another, a lot of it wasn't translated. And I don't speak Korean well enough to be able to translate it myself without using Google Translate. Nobody's here. What? Huh? Huh? Why is it flashing red? Who is that? I don't even know. Okay. I'm just gonna find somebody random. I'm just walking around just yapping. And by random, I mean Dracul, because I kind of want to hang out with him. He's just pure. Pure. And sweet. And kind. He's gonna die. Should I spend time with Dracul? Yes.
Oh, hey Shen. You want to hang out? Sure. But just one question.
What's my official title in my own eyes? Our fearless guild master. Nerd boy. Purple princess. He's purple princess. We love the purple princess.
Oh, that's it. I knew I could count on your high intelligence stat. Let's go.
I gingerly approached our guild master. It was always rather fun to hang out with him. Maybe it wouldn't hurt to spend a little more time with him. Hey. Oh, hi, Shin. Just writing some character sheets. Hey, you want to help out? You're a writer. You're probably good at this stuff. Sure. Why not? What do you need these character sheets done for anyway? Well, I'm planning on trying to do a campaign with everyone here. Try and raise up spirits. You in? I don't know. I've never done that sort of... You know what? Sure. I'm in. Yes. My persuasion check worked. So, are you making everyone's characters for them? Well, it would be the first time a lot of the people here would be playing a campaign, so I'd rather keep things a little controlled when it comes to stats and characters. Huh. Have you made my character yet? Of course. You're our warrior. Warrior? Me? Really? Naturally. You're quick-witted, hyper-aware of everything around you, and are able to give anything a try when you put your fears behind you. You are Elven Warrior Otto. Really? Whatever you say. I wish I was like that. You know, it's real fun doing these kind of... What? You know, it's real fun doing these. Kinda nostalgic. Nostalgic? How so? It brings me back to the days of making characters for the what? Ebullient 8. Ebullient 8? That's a long tale full of twists and turns for another day. For now, let's get started on another person's character. Dracul and I spent the day making various character sheets, talking and joking the entire time. Aw, friendship ranked up with Dracul. Today had been eventful, but no matter how tired I was, I just couldn't sleep. Something was on my mind, but I couldn't place what. I rolled over, tossing and turning, trying to get any semblance of sleep. I just couldn't sleep, no matter how hard I tried. I tried thinking of things that made me feel calm. Tea, mystery novels, foxes, Dracul, a car... Oh, Dracul makes you feel calm, does he? I stood up. I didn't feel like sleeping anymore. Alright, Shinku. Well, let's be productive. Let's check on his mene. Yeah. I tried walking to the door. I reached to grab the door handle. What is that? What in the 7 shades of no is that? So, Shinku is haunted by the spirit of his dead sister. Are we back in Omori? What is this?
What if you go out there and you see her corpse?
Huh?
It would be all your fault. You didn't bother guarding her like Dracul did.
Who's there?
Face it, you're not a hero. You're a useless side character that'll be murder fodder later down the line. You're a background character in everyone's story, and you're just another person who will let down Dracul, Ismene, and everyone. You don't deserve them. You don't deserve your talent. You don't deserve anything. I mean, it wouldn't be anything new, would it? You're always letting people down. Everyone you know disappears for a reason.
Jeez, he's haunted by a lot. He's got some trauma.
Just wait patiently until it's your time to disappear, because you're too much of a coward to do it yourself.
I went back to bed. My help wouldn't be useful. Man, he's seriously haunted. I was awoken the next morning by very loud and rapid knocking. Someone really wanted in. I began to grow incredibly panicked. Did something happen? Was someone dead? Oh god. I rose to my feet, bumbling to the door as fast as I could, trying to make myself look somewhat presentable. I rapidly opened the door to see Taka standing there, an intense expression on his face. Mint and Kiyoshi were standing next to him, Mint appearing very uncomfortable with the situation as he awkwardly edged away from Kiyoshi, while the sculptor stood there with an eager smirk. Taka, is everything okay? Shingu, you fool! Don't just stand there! Don't you understand what's going on? What? Was everything okay? Did something happen? A once-in-a-lifetime opportunity has just opened up. It could take our ratings soar higher than ever before. We don't have time. It's fleeting. We must see to it immediately. What is it?
Bonkers watermelons! Donkas, you name it, it's all there!
No. I'm... Oh. Ugh. He's one of those. Ugh. Excuse me?
I don't think this is a good idea. Oh goodness, I think we should leave them alone.
Didn't the same scene happen in Danganronpa another? Or was it another 2? No, it was another 2. And it was a scene I didn't actually get in my playthrough. I had to go, I went and I looked it up on YouTube after. Where, no, but it was opposite. It was the girls trying to sneak in. I don't remember, but like, is that what this is? The girls are having a bath and he wants to go in? Because if it is, just, you know, toss them away. I can't. Ugh. What's wrong with these people? No, we must go. Nothing gets the viewers more interested than some good old... I'm not saying that word. I'm not. No. Ew. If we get more viewers, we could get more people to rescue us. The classic clickbait move. You're just a perv, aren't you, Taka? Aren't you? You're one of those. What's going on? Ew, he is too? Ugh. My disappointment is immeasurable. All the girls, they have congregated in the sterilization center in a rather secretive manner. Ismene said she wanted to do something to get them to forgive her. So, they all gathered in the sterilization center, bringing only Kotaro with them. And I doubt they'd notice if we took a small peek. I think they would. I don't think we should be doing this. Takahiro, I don't know how much longer we have until they're gone. I doubt we have time to get anyone else. Ah! We cannot miss it. For the viewer's sake, Shingu, will you come with us and ascend? No, I won't. Thanks. Going back to bed. Good night. Warning, if you view this event, you will skip one free time event. Would you like to go with them to the baths? Is it gonna... Not really. To be quite honest, my answer is no, I don't. But then again, would I be missing out on something like I missed out on in the other one? Except it was opposite. It was the girls doing it. I'll just do it. I'm sorry. Fine. Someone needs to watch them to make sure they don't try anything. I feel like it would be boring if I just went to a free time event, right? Right? Perfect. We must hurry. We do not know when they will disappear. Indeed. Let us make haste. Mint looked at me with an incredibly disappointed expression, but let out a sigh of relief that I was at least with them. Excuse me, Mint. You don't have a right to look at me with a disappointed expression when you were with them first. They asked you and you said, okay, I'll go with you. You could have said no. Don't judge me. We braced ourselves for what was to come, standing outside the sterilization center. Kiyoshi gently and quietly opened the door to reveal all the girls gathered. Taro in the middle of them.
Huh?
Alright, so is everyone clear what we're doing?
What is this? Is this like a sacrifice? Look at him. He's just curled up there in a ball in the corner in the fetal position. That girl's upside down. They're all in a circle like a coven of witches. Are they sacrificing him?
No, I see no reason why we're doing something so frivolous.
What spot do I slicey again?
Huh?
The hair, at first.
Ooh, then do we move to the fun part?
Guys, this isn't what you told me we were doing.
Guys. I'm sorry.
Silent sacrificial sheep.
Stop.
Just listen to the pretty music and don't think about your impending death.
I'm scared. I think I need an adult.
Don't worry, Melody Pretty here is here to protect you. Besides, we're all adults. We know how to make it quick and painless.
Are they adults? How old are they? No one said their age. We know that Ismene was 16 when she committed the murder, so I'm assuming she's more like maybe 18, 20 now? How old are these characters? I don't even know. Are they in high school? I don't think so.
Yo, Ismene, my dude. Which god are we praying to again? And what do we ask for?
We'll decide to goddess soon. What favor do you all want from the gods?
Ooh, I want to get the cute Robo-Kitty ear scratches.
I want to be 2 feet taller. Then I could laugh at all you fuckers.
Okay.
A really cute boyfriend with loads of muscles. And the moon. And a bigger rack.
Ugh, I want Yuli's aggressive heterosexuality gone.
I want to be a real magical... No, wait! I want a cute butterfly companion.
I wish for this to be over.
I wish for this to be over.
I'd like to see the stars again. That sounds cool.
Help.
Help.
The hawkers! They were... a lie?
Good. I'm glad they were a lie. You don't deserve to see any of them.
Disappointment.
You don't deserve to see him either, because you're extra creepy now. I didn't like you before, Kiyoshi. I don't like you extra now.
Well, at least we didn't see anything bad and invade their privacy.
You really aren't fun. You know that, Burn?
Burn? Who's Burn?
Yeah.
Oh.
I know.
Mint, that's his last name.
Should we maybe help Kotaro?
Should we help him?
Nah.
He looked like he was in danger.
Nah. He's probably fine as hops.
They had a knife.
What does 1 or 2 stab wounds do anyway?
My god.
I'm gonna slip back to my room.
I apologize that you didn't get to see breasts for the first and only time in your life, my dear Shinku.
My disappointment is immeasurable.
Bye, Taka. Bye, Mint. And, bye, Kiyoshi.
I decided to ignore Kiyoshi's comment. I would just ignore his whole existence. I'd also ignore Taka's existence. Because the two of them... Ugh. We never speak of this again. I sat back down at the desk in my room, letting out a sigh as I went to document today's events, but just as I set my pen down on the paper, I was interrupted by some sort of announcement. Is this it? Is this a...
Bingus bongus. Attention! Attention!
Is this the motive?
Hello, one. Hello, all. Reports are in. Diagnostics show that there is a distinct lack of murder currently. Jeez. I thought outing 3 criminals would help kick things off. But it appears I have to be more direct.
Is it a motive?
Now, please check your monopads for a special surprise. Bye-bye.
What? My monopad flashed on, but I wasn't particularly sure I wanted to see it.
Shinku Kutsuki, ultimate writer. You've had someone in your shadow your entire life. They have been completely overshadowed by your talent. Your talent has led them to be forgotten and made them fall into a deep pit of incompetence. That person is your sister, Akari Kutsuki. Now, for all the other students we have held our precious friends and family hostage. However, we couldn't do that for you. After all, your own talent is what caused Akari to run away from home. It's what caused her to go missing.
Oh, so she's not dead? She's just missing? Watch, she's the mastermind. You think? What if she's the mastermind? And she's just doing this to get back at him for overshadowing her in every aspect of her life. I could see it.
We were unable to get Akari. However, we were able to find where she was.
Maybe because she's Mononeko?
And your motivation is that the person who caused your sister to be held captive in the place she is now located is one of your fellow patients.
What? Wait, what? What? One of the people I've met, one of these people. They're the reason that I started to feel dizzy, sick, awful. I awkwardly stumbled to the door, gripping onto it for a brief moment for support, barely able to stay standing. I accidentally leaned on the door handle too hard. The door fell open and... Dracul stood on the other side of the door, clearly on the halfway point to meeting me when he stopped to listen to the announcement. Shin, I'm scared, Drac. I'm scared too. I don't know. They could hurt them. Hey, I don't. The others can't see me like this. No, Drac, please don't hide away. Shut away your emotions. It's not healthy, Drac. It's okay to be upset. No, I've got to stay strong for Ismene, for you, for everyone. You don't have to be the fearless lead. No, Shinku, I do. You think he has to be the leader and protect everyone because he failed to protect someone important to him before? Maybe that's why he's so hell-bent and adamant to do it. If I'm not being a leader, then who will do it? I'm sorry. I don't... It's fine.
Hello? Is everything okay?
We were interrupted by Asuka, passing through the hallway, blinking at us as she held her monopad in her hands. Dracul immediately attempted to pull himself together. Asuka, oh yes, our rogue. How are you doing? Doing good? How did, the motive videos suit you?
Oh, I know exactly what that cat would use against me on my motive videos, so I'm shoving it into a plant pot until the motive video is over.
Why didn't I think about doing that? Well, want us to keep you watch until it's over so we can get it back for you? We're both happy to help our fellow guildmates. He was able to force a smile so well. Yeah, it's probably best someone keeps watch of it, especially considering the rule about damaging the monopads.
Really? You do that? Man, you two are, pretty cool. Alrighto. I'm gonna go check on Taka and make sure he isn't having his 7th mental breakdown today. Just call me when the video's done.
Can we watch it? Can we be sneaky and watch it? The ringleader shoved the monopad into my hands. I leaned against the wall, sitting down and placing the device on the floor in front of me, listening as it rattled on about Asuka's brother or something. Apparently, he was an ultimate. I didn't pay too much attention as I didn't want to invade her privacy. Instead, I simply looked at Dracul, letting out a heavy sigh. No! Listen to it invade her privacy. She practically gave you permission on a silver plate. Like, that's useful information you need to know in a killing game. Is this your first killing game? Because it's not mine. Don't just ignore it. Listen to what it has to say. You'll learn some valuable information about her. It was probably for the best that we didn't address our earlier conversation. So, how's this Mene holding up? Well, she's doing better. I think she pulled a stunt to get all the girls to like her again. Left Kataro terrified of her, though. And how's our favorite guildmaster holding up? Oh. Favorite? Oh, wait, but you haven't even... I mean, thank you. I'm, doing a lot better than others here, but it's late. You should probably get some rest. Yeah, Dracul's getting too close to Shinku. He's gonna end up dying. He's gonna be one of the victims. Could you go give this back to Asuka? I think the video's over. So I don't really want him to be a victim because I quite like Dracul, actually. Sure, I'll see you around. I rose to my feet as I watched Dracul move swiftly into his room. I took a deep breath and started looking for Asuka's room. I looked over at Asuka standing in her room, Taka curled up on the bed, crying, and Maiko there comforting him, gently patting his head. Kotaro was on the other side of the room, curled up and shaking. Huh? What's this?
Well, Takiko started calling me the big sis, so figured I might as well make the room a therapy room. If you ever need comfort, just come to me and Mikey. Melody Pretty over here.
Man, my fish. I can't let him get hurt. The way he blubs.
Shh. Hey, Taka. Don't worry. We're all here to protect you. We're gonna keep all the bad people away from man as possible.
Hostages, I'm guessing?
Huh? No. Maiko seems relatively fine with their hostage being, held hostage. Taka is crying over his hostage pet fish called Man. Yeah, but, Kotaro here, he's just, traumatized from the cool little funky sacrifices Mene did.
Poor Kotaro.
He hasn't spoken all day. It's really funny.
Man.
Marzipan Pretty, a little help here.
Marzipan Pretty?
Maiko here thinks I'm one of the characters from that anime she voices in. I'm just playing along with it. Come on, Mello.
Asuka bonded over Maiko helping to comfort Taka, wrapping him in another hug.
Just, leave the, tablet on the table. Thanks for checking in on it earlier.
I looked around the room. It probably wasn't my place to stay here. You're welcome.
Oh, right. Shinku. Muse Pretty was looking for you.
Muse Pretty?
Yui. Oh.
Oh, sorry. That's him. That's just, I just need my regular voice. Oh, alright. What did she want?
She wanted to organize a special event with you. Muse Pretty said she'd come see you tomorrow. Yes, yes. Ah, I'm really looking forward to seeing what you do.
She's really annoying. This Sailor Moon girl is really annoying. And events. Oh, thanks for giving me the heads up. I'll go see her tomorrow. She'll probably come see me.
See you tomorrow, Shinku. Everyone, say bye. Bye, Supervisor.
Man, he needs his luxury fish food. And with that, I left, heading to my room and crashing asleep for the night. I woke up the next morning, no sign of Yui yet. It seemed like I had some time to myself. Maybe I should try hanging out with someone. Free time. Start. Alright, actually, what I'm gonna do, I know this episode is very short, but I am going to wrap it up here. I think it's a pretty good place to end it because I think the victim is coming soon. Like, I'm pretty sure there might be like another event that they do, but like they've gotten motives, so I do feel like the victim's coming. So I'm going to save that for the next part, the victim and the investigation for the next part. But for this part, I'm going to wrap it up here. And I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe so that you know when I post part 3. But anyway, yeah. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.